your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, squaring off with another team from the American, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Florida's offense will come out first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Gators are marching down the field. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give on the option. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read himself, but, you know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Run it with the fullback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
And back to the air on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I don't know how to
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He fires to the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the end. And the Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fullback's got it. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscore.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
Turning it on! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Gain of 20. And a 1st down for the offense.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. A run for the quarterback. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
The toss to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He wants to change this route. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Big fullback's got it. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man out of the backfield. No more room to run. the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. On first down from the 13-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.